Driving.
What's up, everyone? Twin Cities Sports Talk. We got another edition of a Vikings mock draft today with a special theme, which will be revealed a bit later. Pretty simple episode today, people, but it's going to be fun. Go over my predictions from yesterday as much as I maybe wouldn't want to, but two things before we do anything for today's episode. First one, we got to talk about Athletes Edge Performance Consulting with Jen Prouty. She is out of Brookings, South Dakota, working with athletes from teams sports like hockey, wrestling, and football. She helps athletes strengthen the mental side of their performance by developing skills like confidence, focus, and emotional control, and consistency under pressure. She works with athletes, teams, and coaches, both locally and nationwide. And she uses the evidence-based approaches to complement physical and technical training while supporting long-term development. Here's her phone number, athletesedgepc.com, to contact her on her website, and her socials are listed here. And when you go there, tell her we sent you here at Twin City Sports Talk. All right, that's the first thing. And then I want to go over a story from J.J. McCarthy that I saw the other day. I don't know if you heard the story, but this is the caption for the story is unreal. QB J.J. McCarthy took Kyler Murray to lunch as a sign of good faith between the quarterbacks. Things took a quick
turn.
That is what it is, but
yeah.
It's so weird. It's weird. Things took a quick turn when the waitress handed Murray crayons and a coloring book and a kid's menu.
Oh, so
McCarthy burst out laughing and told Murray he slipped the waitress a $20 bill for her to prank Kyler. Kyler did not find the prank amusing and told JJ, "And you wonder why they brought me in here when you act like this," before storming out of the restaurant. Not a good first impression for the QBs. But the funniest thing is this story is fake. I just thought I'd share it.
It sounds like that, like any of those like meme AIs when it's like, when all like the big cuts happen. So when, really all the Dolphins moves where people are like throwing Tua out a window, concussion boy Tua. Yeah, when you brought up the crayons, I knew. Anyways, now
I just had to share it.
Like if someone really wanted to like make it a joke but somewhat believable initially, but like when it's still clearly a joke and people won't take it seriously, you could maybe convince like a quick snippet of McCarthy slipped a waitress like a 50 or 100 because obviously they're getting paid millions. It's a nice tip. I mean, it's always nice when you see like these YouTubers or people like bless a great server or whatever, like they'll order a water, tip them $100, whatever. But you can maybe get by where you say, like McCarthy, they met at a restaurant just to meet and kind of just go over whatever and just kind of meet and get to know each other. And then, say as a slight joke, slip Kyler a kid's menu with some crayons.
Yeah.
But, that's good.
All right. One thing before we get to our mock draft, I wanted to talk about my predictions and a little bit more on that as I pop them up on the screen right here. It was not a good night for me. If people listen to yesterday's episode, both the Pistons and the Wolves, Jaden McDaniels was out. I mean, both were dealing with injuries. Anthony Edwards is not back yet, but the Pistons have a surplus of injuries too. So I thought, well, the Wolves, they've played pretty good. They get Io back last night, I think. I didn't get to watch the game. Was Io back?
No. Well,
no, he wasn't.
I mean, basically, long story short, that was one of the 3 games that I was able to watch for full game. Yeah, with the Wolves, I mean, it made sense why you're starting Mike Conley because you get that pick and roll factor, just kind of a playmaker.
Yeah.
With no Edwards, no McDaniels, and no Io. Your offensive options are limited. Detroit did a great job of making it tough on Randall. Wolves could have helped out Randall. Randall could have done better. Team could have probably put him in some better spots, but Detroit's focus, which why would it not be, would force kind of any of the others to score besides Randall. Dante had like 2 hot spurts, but then he went cold again. So he he was cold, and then he randomly got hot for a little bit and got the game within like 8 or 9, maybe 10 points. But then he'd go back down to like 12, 13. He eventually got up to like 18
Yeah.
towards fourth quarter, and eventually
Like one
ran
step
out of.
up, you take three
Yes,
steps
yeah.
down is what it
And then the
was.
broadcast was mentioning it too, because another primetime game. Wild have been
Hmm.
playing Wild and Wolves, and a lot of time on um,
Yep.
national television. But
ESPN,
yeah,
ABC.
ESPN broadcasters,
Yep.
um, Legler and is it Pash, Dave Pash? If I'm saying that right. But
I
they're
don't
just
know. I
mentioning
really
too
don't know.
how you would recognize him, like the bald guy he's been covering.
Mm-hmm.
He's like I think they're like the second career behind Doris Burke and Breen.
Yep.
But anyways, I mean, they made a good point too during the broadcast. Nas Reed has really been struggling for quite a while, actually, especially in his 3-point shooting. And
Mm-hmm.
there is times too where Nas had multiple open three looks in that game, and it's just like whether it's mechanics or low confidence, whatever it is. It's
So what we're
when
saying
when
is the
when when
confidence
when
isn't there.
Nas is shooting, yeah, when he
Mm-hmm.
shoots that three and he's releasing it, it's just like right after he releases it, he knows it. You can tell in the broadcast, like
Mm-hmm.
almost every shot, it's not going to go in, or it's
Yep.
the confidence isn't there. It's like maybe he's like overthinking his head, where he's like maybe trying to finesse the ball in rather than just trusting like his
Yep.
own shot had that he's had his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, just tough circumstances. Detroit, obviously a great team. Obviously, yeah, no Kate Cunningham.
Yep.
So I honestly, if they had Kate Cunningham, that probably would have been an ugly game. It'd been an easy
Oh
win for
yeah.
Detroit. Could have been a big blowout for the Wolves. And then
Mm-hmm.
I know you mentioned it in the podcast yesterday. Their other big Stewart,
Yeah, Stewart.
which
Isaiah Stewart.
wow, what a player! Talking about
Which
troublemakers as much as we talk Addison and all that. But yeah, back to the Wolves. I mean, not enough offense. Shannon, even
mm-hmm. Of
Shannon was struggling. Shannon missed, I think, 3 free throws that game. Rudy had some missed free
course.
throws. So the missed free throws too was another factor, but just not
Mm-hmm.
enough offense. Inconsistent play from Dante, which isn't really a knock on him. He's in a bit of a cold stretch. The three balls have been better. I think it's 5 in
But
each of the last two, but
yeah.
not to the quality, because he did shoot.
Well, he's taking a lot of threes
What I was gonna
recently.
say, yeah. So
He's
it's
taking a
large
lot of
quantity, and
threes. Yeah.
but
Low
yeah, I mean,
quality. Mhm.
going into it with no Edwards, no McDaniels, and then Io as like your top bench guy. I mean
Yeah.
Bones, and even Bones too,
Yeah.
right? Bones. This was I think 2 games now. I don't think he had a great game against
Inconsistencies,
Houston,
man.
but especially
But
with the injuries, you'd hope Bones would have a great game like he's been playing lately, and he kind of had an off night too. So it was an off night for everyone. It is what it is.
I
Um,
get we're not fully
we'll
healthy, but I
see.
mean this
But
team is stumbling. Yeah.
yeah, and I do think Edwards will be back for Monday's game. However, I'm
He
blanking
did
right now.
get cleared 3 days ago for on-court activities, so
Yeah, because I know he
he's
had
trending. Mm-hmm.
there was a chance earlier in the week that he'd play against Detroit, but I think they ruled him out for Detroit's game like Friday afternoon, Friday night.
You're right. I
But
think he'll be
but
back Monday.
but that's the thing though, because we are playing Dallas. So do you rest him like one more game because it's Dallas, and then get him back for sure come game after
I
Dallas,
feel
which
like
would be what
my opinion with this is the West is so tight. You need to gain a few games and get every game for
yeah,
sure that you can. I would play them as soon as they can. I don't know
yeah.
if that's their thought process there, but
Detroit's the game after on the second,
well, get Detroit
Thursday the
again.
second.
So
So my point is, I'd be okay if they rest Ant one more game. You're playing super bad, as long
mhm.
as either you're getting McDaniel's, or if you're getting McDaniel's and Io back, and then you want to rest Ant one more game if he's not like 100% good to go. Because I'd rather
Mhm.
because I have enough faith we can beat Dallas
Oh
without
yeah.
Ant if you have the other guys, and then you give him that one extra day of
Well,
rest.
Io
But
will be
if
back.
he's good to go,
Yeah.
then play Ant
Yeah.
even if it's a bad Because I mean,
Yeah.
to your point, yeah, you got to get everyone you can because it's the West.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I did say Dante would have 3+3s, so that's a point for me. Try to distance myself from Trev again. I did also say the Wild would win, and I said they would have 2 D-man goals in the game. Neither came close to being true, and we're not going to talk about the Wild game. But we're going to flip the scale right now to the Twins. Twins are 1-1 now after a Taj Bradley masterclass. Taj did have a few spots where he couldn't find the zone. I mean, he got pulled after the fourth inning, I think. I think he only pitched 4 innings, 89, 90 pitches,
Four and
but
a third. But
four and
yeah,
a third. Yeah,
I'm looking
so
at the
here
stats.
you can always one of the biggest things as a starter is always try to limit these long, strenuous at bats. I mean, it's just simple that way. But overall, Taj had just a fantastic game yesterday, striking out 9 guys in 4 innings. He actually, I don't know if this is good or bad. I really don't know because he was getting weak contact no matter what. But he didn't have a ground ball out until his last batter he faced.
I
So
think that's just a pitcher type he is, though.
yeah, well, it is, but um, I mean, that's just kind of a crazy stat no
Yeah.
matter what. But
Yeah,
either way,
but
only let up three hits, 1 earned run, 92 pitches. He did walk the 3 guys, which I kind of hinted at by the
with the
uh
pitchers
yeah,
or
and
high pitch limit.
but like the biggest thing here is Taj Bradley was throwing heat all throughout his career. He's been around a 96 and a half, maybe 97 on a good day. Taj was averaging 98.6 and he touched 100 on a absolute flamethrower perfect it was a strikeout. I don't know if you saw this in the highlight tape because you only watched the highlights, but
Well, I probably didn't, just didn't like process
the
it.
one pitch he hit 100. It was a 2-2 count. I think it was a lefty. It was either Rutschman. I think it was Rutschman, but 100 right on the corner, outside bottom corner, down and away. Froze him. It was such a perfect pitch for the major league level, 100 miles per hour. I mean, it was fantastic to watch him, but
And
like,
and with you, yeah, with you mentioning like just the higher velocity,
mm-hmm,
that had to have been part of the talking point in the trade. We'll give you jacks if
yeah.
you can promise to throw us pump 100 every start. If you want to turn
One
into
time every
Mister,
start,
yeah,
one
yeah,
pitch,
sure.
100
You
miles
get
per hour.
money. Yeah,
Yeah,
but no, I mean the stats look good. 92 pitches for first start.
yeah,
Opening day bullpen looked good, like really
yeah. I
good
was just gonna
actually
say.
for the question mark of a bullpen we've got.
Well, I got
Bonda,
worried because like pulling him after 4.1 innings, I was like, okay, we get 5 innings of this bullpen. I'm not excited. Bonda, with his first pitch in a Twins uniform, smoked Gunnar Henderson in the hands, and Gunnar was all
oh really? I
pissy
didn't know
about
that.
it. He was threatening to like charge him out, and looking at him like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." No,
Jeez.
yeah, but other than that, Bonda filthy. Let up one walk, which was the Gunner, but then struck out 2 guys, got a fly out, and then Cody Funderburk. I am just excited that this guy's doing what he is. Yes, he did let up the 2 hits, but his first 2 batters he faced, I'm pretty sure he sat down Taylor Ward and then whoever their second guy is, Gunnar Henderson. He set them both um down on close to 3 strikes and it was absolutely filthy. Sweeper like back foot sweeper on the righty. I think it was Ward. Um Funderburk, yeah, he did let up the 2 hits and got pulled, but he was nasty. Eric Orzi, the worst reliever of the day. I'm kind of shocked that he didn't let up any runs. It was good. Um, and other than that, Justin Topa and Cole Sands did their job, and it was great.
Yeah.
So the bullpen, if this can be a semi-regular thing, I'm gonna start feeling good. But I can't see many games where the Twins with this bullpen pitch 5 different guys and don't let up a run with all the bullpen arms.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a
Until
bit shocking to me.
yeah, until we get a larger sample size, but even then,
Yeah.
I mean, none of these guys are like reliable guys that you
Yeah.
see their name or you whatever you call it. Like, there's not a guy we can
Mhm.
name and be like, yeah, we have the confidence.
Mhm.
Such a high level with Jackson Duran. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. A couple things I'm noticing just from box score. 'Cause like I said, I was working during really
Yeah.
all the games that happened. Only watched the
Mhm.
Wolves game full after work, the
Yep.
recording. But just a couple things I noticed. Uh, Typical Baltimore weather, just like Minnesota, 80,
Yeah.
low 80s for opening day. And then this is still a fine weather day for end of
Mm-hmm.
March, but 46 degrees. But it was sunny, so it probably felt fine. But
Yeah.
just the drop in like 25 degrees in temp. Um,
20. You said it was 46?
yeah, well for the
That's like
box
40
score, so
degrees.
well
It was 80
46,
to
and then
40. It was like 82 on opening
50.
day in
Oh
Baltimore.
yeah, yeah, yeah. My
It's like
quick math
40
ain't
degree
my
difference. That's
quick
that's
math ain't
extreme.
mathing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so funny just with the weather thing, but then back to the Twins for like box score. So you touched
Yep.
on the offense. At bats, I'm looking. See Brooksley 0 for 3 again with a strikeout. Did any of his at bats look
He hit
is
the
it the same issue where
could have
he's
been
just not
hits.
looking confident? Could have
Well,
been.
no, he looks fine from the left side of the plate. It's exactly what
Okay.
Trevor and I said after opening day. I feel like he's gotta just maybe take a
And
few,
then
not make a full switch to lefty, but take a few at bats for a lefty pitcher on the left side of the plate
yeah,
because his swing on the right side just looks horrible, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't
yeah.
look confident.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say until the Twins. Thankfully, we've got the time to work out the kinks because
Yeah, this is the year to
Twin.
do
It's
it.
not like I was gonna say it's not like the Twins are competing this year. Or
Yeah.
Taylor. I will give Taylor credit. Taylor Rogers a little bit of credit. He did make a good point. 2017, right? Twins weren't supposed to be good. And they ended up making the playoffs wild card against the
Hmm.
Yankees. So they've got like a mix of like, some experience in the bullpen and a mix of young and old in the lineup too.
Yep.
Starting pitching is a bit of a question mark after Ryan. Like, if he can get a really productive Taj Bradley year, that'll go a long ways.
Hmm.
And then, like, able to, right? I mean, that could. Does
We'll
he
have to
still
see
need
with Abel after a
one
month.
year of
Yeah.
experience, or is he really going to show why he was one of the top prospects? So there's
Hmm.
they could surprise, but more realistically, I think best case scenario, you're probably sitting more around 500 or just a rebuild year.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Brooks 0 for 3, but it sounds like he had some productive at bats. Back-to-back games though, Royce hitting eighth, which that kind of feels weird. It gives balance to the lineup, right? Because you have a good hitter in the
Hmm.
bottom third. Obviously, Larnick and Clemens with the start against the righty. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Guys still searching for that first hit. Wallner, Bell. I mean, Josh Bell's swing from the right side of the plate is just awful. It looks horrible. But Trevor Larnach,
who's that
Josh
or who
Bell from the right side
from
of
the
the
left?
plate,
Okay,
obviously being a switch hitter. But
yeah,
Outman came in to play outfield for Larnach in the seventh inning. Yeah, but Royce, big homer, first Twins home run of the year. Byron Buxton doing his thing. And the next thing before we move on here that I want to say, I am very happy that Derek Shelton does not give a bleep about Royce Lewis's injury history. And he's every chance
all for
Royce
stealing.
first, he's stealing. Royce got another stolen base.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure he
did
had
he?
one on
Okay.
opening day too. Um, Now this one was a ball in the dirt, but he was still running. So that's all I care about. I don't
Yeah.
like get
Well, I
everything
mean,
you can out of Royce.
and
Yeah.
then it's not, well, yes, Royce. It'll be nice because I mean, that was one of the many reasons, right? You took him number one, is he's got kind of
Yeah.
that 5-tool player where the speed really wasn't utilized. And yes, injuries are a major factor in a large portion of probably why Rocco wasn't running him and just play it
Hmm.
safe with him. But yeah, if you can get, I mean, Royce and just in general too, if you can, for your guys that
Stay
aren't your
healthy as a
top
whole.
speed guys, I mean, not you could still steal with like a say like a Jeffers or a Clemens or a maybe
Hmm.
even a Larnick, guys that aren't fast but they're not like dead slow like Josh Bell,
Well,
where you
I
can
mean,
do
this is
hit.
like,
But I'm talking like hit and run opportunities, or I don't
well,
really
yeah,
think
this is exactly
the
why the
Twins are going to
Twins
be
scored their fourth run. And my dad and I were watching the game. We talked about this. Like, this is the type of baseball that the Twins are going to play this year, and I am freakishly excited for it. Royce gets a single. And then after 3 pitches, that was his stolen base. He got the second. Cody Clemens up to play. And honestly, I actually really like Cody Clemens hitting leadoff against righties. Better lefty contact bat. We'll get into that some other time. But Cody just blast one up the middle for a single. Now that Royce is on second, that's baseball. That's fundamental. That's getting guys in scoring bases and or scoring opportunities in easy ways with stealing bases. Cody with a sharp single up the middle of the field, and Royce scores because he's on second after a stolen base. The Twins have never, like,
yeah
in the Rocco era, You never see that ever. So that is super positive to see. One last thing, for the game today, Twins series wrap here against the Orioles, 12:30. This is the game I've been very interested to see because I am very scared and nervous to watch Bailey Ober pitch. Because if he doesn't have his velocity up, I don't think there's a spot for him. And I think his and here's the thing, you can't really adjust him to a reliever. You can't, it's not going to be good enough to sustain in an MLB setting if you're throwing 89, 88 mile per hour fastball. And then your slider is a little bit below league average for spin rate and contact against and everything. His changeup is one of the best in the league, but you can't just throw your changeup 80% of the time as a starter. You need to be throwing your fast. As a reliever, Tommy Kahnle can get away with it. Guys can get away with a 2-pitch mix. Emmanuel Clase with his 100 mile per hour cutter or whatever. Either way, I'm very interested to see how Bailey does today because it's just knocking at my head every time I think about the game today. But Twins looking for the series win today. So
yeah, I was gonna say for leadoff hitters too. I know you mentioned Clay and Clemens in the leadoff spot. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of different experimenting with the lineup. So obviously, half of me, I'm so torn with the leadoff guys. It's not that I'm opposed to Clemens being a leadoff guy, but honestly, I'm not too much of a fan. Because I'd rather, for us being a rebuilding team, I'd rather just maximize our at-bats for Buxton and Keishel. I'd rather kind of see them, and I'm sure, like I said, a lot of it will change. We're 2 games into the year out of 162, but
see, they talked about that.
When you're a bad team, I'd rather get every at-bat I can for Buxton and Keishel. I'd at least want to experiment.
Yeah.
Or Buxton, we've seen hit lead off. Keishel, we haven't. So I'll be curious if that ever happens. I've thought even Larnick, obviously he's not against lefties, but against righty pitching, if you go Larnick, lead off like he did for however many years we did it with Kepler. How many times did Kepler, not that it was super common or whatever, but Kepler had a good handful of, or just a threat where you can have a leadoff homer and start a game. Give the offense momentum, go up 1-0 to start the game, or first inning of hitting. So I'll be curious if Larnick, because has Larnick, I'm blanking. I feel like he's done it briefly.
He's done it a few times.
Yeah.
So one thing I was going to say with that is they talked about it on the broadcast, and apparently Derek Shelton is pretty set on Keishel hitting third in the lineup.
And I get that too, yeah.
I actually really like that spot for him. It's never, he says he's pretty confident. Obviously, Buck will always be at the top of the lineup no matter what. But Keishel and Buck will be the two that really never switch around. Maybe a few leadoff games for one of them, but Royce Lewis batting 8th, which you mentioned, that, and Brooks Lee's batted 9th, which that's one where I think you need to get Brooks some more at bats here because I think he only has 3 in each game here, which it's still a full game of at bats, but I would like to see Brooks in the 6th hole or something. But either way, Twins looking for the series win today. We're going to get to our mock draft here. And our theme for our mock draft today, we are only drafting Power 4 school players. Only players that played at a Power 4 school. So a little bit why we're doing this is because I saw a stat, and I'm pretty sure it said around 15 to 20% of non-Power 4 players pan out to be starters in the NFL. And I think it said 60 to 65% of Power 4 players pan out to be starters in the NFL. And it makes sense, obviously. It's bigger schools, bigger programs, bigger equipment, weight rooms. They have just better staff, bigger staff in general. They have the assets to make you an all-star. So there's my dog.
Archie with the introduction.
Kaprizov scores! Back it goes and gone! Driving. Oh!
Technical difficulties. All right. let's get to our mock draft here. I hate that I
Let's do
can't
it.
stop that intro. Like right as it starts. I have to let the whole thing play.
Minnesota montage time.
Oh my gosh. All
No,
right.
it's all good.
We're gonna let this roll unless there's a guy that falls a little bit. Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Love, maybe,
Yep.
but we'll let it roll through here. 2 drafts in a row, Love goes to the Titans at 4. It's actually a really good pick by him. Not really anyone in the running back room, but yeah, so this is pretty normal here. Caleb Downs went to
Wow, shocker. Ohio State now with the back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah,
Miami
we
had
haven't
to
seen that in a
break it
while.
up.
Yeah, Ruben Bain dropping to 10. That's probably the biggest shocker here. Kenyon Sadiq. All right. So this is kind of normal from what we've been doing. There's a Peter Woods here, a Caden Proctor, Dylan Thieneman down the board a little bit, but right here it really doesn't matter who trades. Those are future assets.
Yeah, I think you stick.
Yeah, I think we probably stick here. And so all of these guys are power 4 guys. You'd have to go all the way down to Emmanuel McNeil Warren. So, but that's going to be most first rounders and stuff. So we just got to keep that in mind. It's probably Thieneman. I mean, the Vikings love him. They brought him in for 2 visits.
That or Woods, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of...
And yeah, I mean, maybe there's a chance Harry returns for a season, but this is the future after that. So, and I think if they were spot,
honestly, I think if it's these two, it's Woods or Thieneman, but I'd probably lean towards Thieneman too. Just it gives you that flexibility with Metal Switch was so crucial in the 24 season.
Yeah, let's go Thieneman right away here. Then what do we have? 47 or 49? Okay, so 49. We'll let it roll through a little bit unless my guy Chris Brazel is going to go, which he will go before this.
Do we try pausing it? We could be aggressive. He's bottom of that available list.
Yeah. Yeah, we
49, right?
Yeah.
Said what did he go?
Oh, geez, at 40. So okay, that's a little early. That's probably the earliest we've seen him go. He usually goes like 1 or 2 before our pick here. All right, so this is interesting. Anthony Hill, inside linebacker. They're bringing him in. What?
You know we're not up yet, right?
No, I know.
Okay.
But I'm just saying Anthony Hill's dropped 1, and he's a guy the Vikings actually are bringing in too for a pre-draft meeting a few days before the draft. They're really in on him for a second-round pick. A few other, I mean, D'Angelo Pons and Brandon Cece's here, so we'll let it roll through. But Anthony Hill dropping a little bit is obviously he just went there, but okay, so this is interesting. D'Angelo. So the Falcons just traded up to pick D'Angelo Pons. Okay. The Packers traded up to get Christian Miller. All right. Here we go. There's options. Jacob Rodriguez, Jadarian Price, Keith Abney. Oh, boy. A lot of options. Lots of them. But we just have to take a power 4 guy, which all of these are power 4. All of them. We have to go down to I guess we can't take anyone from Notre Dame. They're an independent school. So can't take anyone from Notre Dame.
That is true, yes. I guess, you technically wouldn't count Notre Dame as power 4.
So we cannot take Jadarian Price. That's just...
Can you imagine if, some team's owner told their GM it's, a deal breaker where just to put it on the safer side of draft picks that you can strictly only take power 4 guys, and so you could get Jeremiah Love, and then the owner's just well, Notre Dame's not power 4, so you're just gonna have to take Woods from Clemson instead.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's where I think could be a spot where you trade down. There's this gap between 97 and 163, and I mean we can get another pick here in the 60 range. Does that sound good to you? 60?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a team realistically, a team that's That's right, contending.
Texans.
The Rams are always kind of Super Bowl or bust. You're
The Rams.
Stafford.
I was thinking the Texans
Do they
too,
even
just
have
because.
picks? So aren't the Rams kind of limited on picks, or am I thinking of a different team?
Well, let's look here.
Oh, I know. I think Chargers are a team limited. Maybe that's.
Oh, well, look at this. The Rams are offering to 61 and 93, which that wouldn't really bridge our gap at all. Maybe let's go shop that and see if we can get another pick at like
a little
130 or 130 or 140. We're gonna counter this. Oh, see, yeah, they don't even have a pick in that. They don't even have a pick in that.
Well,
area.
to keep it a little more on the realistic side, the other two are futures, so we'll decline those.
Yeah, we'll decline those right away.
We're not
obviously,
mocking for future, obviously.
I just want to see real
go back
quick.
to that, or go with what you're doing. What are you looking at?
I want to see if like Houston has what we would want here.
I was gonna say let's just try maybe countering because obviously we've got multiple
59,
picks.
106. That doesn't even bridge the gap for us even much in general.
Yeah, because what was the secondary pick from the Rams again?
It was 93. 61 and 93. So I mean, we could try both these, Denver and New England. They're going to be contending, but I want to just see real quick.
I almost feel like New England probably should after gut just with their depth, and they probably have multiple picks. I don't know if New England would be. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you never know because some teams are going to be obviously much higher end guys compared to other teams.
So let's go 63, 95, and then 131. And then for 49, and then we'd throw in maybe like the 163.
I mean, we have so many. The final three picks are in that cluster right next to each other.
Yeah. So we'd give 63, 95. If this doesn't work, I think we can just accept the Rams offer. But yeah, let's just try it. All right, trade accepted.
So it did go through. Wow.
Well, all right. Perfect. So now we have pick 63, 95 we acquired, and then bridge that gap right there. Perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say with 95 or 97.
Well, actually, we kind of made the same gap by trading 163. We had 60 picks from 97
I know, but
to
I'm saying with 95 or 97 now we trade one of those two, and then you kind of...
Yeah, I got it. But either way, let it roll through here. Jacob Rodriguez to the Colts. That's very realistic. All right. Here we go. Now, this is the spot I hate in this draft. I don't like Romello Haight. I don't like Max Clare. You're not going to be drafting a tight end this early. Those are all future for trades. The only guy I like here, and I mean, Dunker can play some center.
I just don't know if you're going that early.
Yeah, I don't. That's my thing here is the only guy I like is Joshua Josephs. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Trotter. He's just not a great run stopper in general. He's good at rushing the passer, but and he's good in zone. But the one guy I like is Joshua Josephs. He's just like Dallas Turner. That's those speed moves.
It's just hard addressing this edge, given that.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Grenard team, I know you mentioned it a little bit ago, you don't think he's being traded. I'm still kind of on the fence. I could see it going either way. I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
Yes, but if he does get traded for just mock's sake, you probably address edge then. Second round is very likely. I don't know if you'd go first round because you saw Turner and King. The second round gets real serious. And if not second, it'd be like your third selection, almost certainly.
I think Josephs would be the pick here.
Yeah, I was going to say it's lineman. You don't want to drop too far down. Teams aren't offering.
And I just don't like Romello Haight over him either. He's a speed rusher, but he's not as speedy as Joshua Josephs, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, let's go Josephs. All right, then what pick next? 82. We'll let that roll through. Only 20 picks away. All right. Kalen Rutledge is sitting there. Nope, he's not. All right, now we're in a spot. Mike Washington, right in reaching distance here. Mike Washington, Malik Muhammad, good cornerback prospect there. Also, Julian Neal was too.
We did take Thieneman, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. B- and C+ for these draft. Okay, we'll focus that on at the end. That's bull, man.
Washington,
Mike
obviously.
Washington. I think that's our pick here.
Yeah,
I would
unless you would
love
want
to
to
get
go
him.
corner, but you got kind of a 3 corners sitting there.
I think we can go corner at 95 or 97.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, just go Washington. I mean,
well, actually,
Aaron Jones is somehow
yeah.
back, which not the end of the world, but I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's
people don't
banking on
know.
Aaron Jones being back for 27. So yeah, I think you go running back here.
Yeah,
Especially
he
if
had
that
1,000
speed to
rushing
go with
yards last
Mason.
year. Oh my gosh, 6'1", 223. He's a bulldozer that runs a 4.33. Every time I look at that stat, I'm just like, we should get him.
Yeah,
Mike Washington, welcome.
there we go.
We're glad to have you.
You are a Viking.
Yes. All right, next pick
I
coming
mean
up.
Johnson. Maybe.
All right. Oh, okay.
Can't
So
believe
this
we
is
passed up on
interesting.
Minnesota.
I was like straight up center. He's not like a swing guard center. Logan Jones is here. He's a good prospect for center use. And
Now he is from Iowa.
Oh, but
accept
Jake
that?
Slaughter's here. Okay, I think we need to go. And then Jacoby Lane is here too. I think we need to go Jake Slaughter here. I think we need to go Jake Slaughter. Oh, but the Bengals. That's not terrible. But I really want to go Jake Slaughter.
Offer the 97. Do that trade, but for 97 for the Bengals if they're offering.
But we could get Jacoby Lane here, if at 97. If we pick Jake Slaughter and then we can pick Jacoby Lane and fill our wide receiver room.
Do you
right
think
away
the Bengals
here.
Would take 97? Or you know what? Actually, no, just 397.
I think we stick with the talent here.
I was gonna say
My thing with Jake Slaughter, he's a straight up center. He's not a guard. He's a center. 6'5", 303. He's a huge dude. He is gonna bulk up your offensive line day one, and he will be your starter. So I like Slaughter here, and then hopefully they don't take. All right, thank God. All right, Jacoby Lane. If people haven't heard me talk about him enough, this is the best contested catch, like pass catcher in this draft.
Hey, back to USC if we do it.
Well, we're gonna do it. So Jacoby Lane, welcome. And honestly, we're not really taking this like non-power
did him
forward.
and Addison play together? Obviously, it's a couple year difference.
No, they didn't. I forget what school. I forget what school he was at, but I'm.
Emmett Johnson to Jacksonville.
When's our next pick? 131. We'll let it go through here. Let it go through to 131. Now, unless we like someone a lot here, this could be a trade down opportunity. Could be. I'm not saying we will, but
yeah.
Jacoby Lane, Jake Slaughter. So running back, edge, good mix of offense and defense here. So we're up here. 2 tight ends on the top of the board. Actually, 3. Joe Royer, 2. Okay. I want to trade down. I'm honestly fine with the tight end. We can address it next draft. None of these guys really stick out a ton.
The only thing with I get, they don't stand up. My only thing is Gavin didn't even play last year, Bartholomew. And then, Oliver and Hodgson are a solid 2 tight end mix. But the second one of them gets injured. I do have concern there. Because Ben Sims, he didn't get re-signed, right? Isn't he a free agent? And he could very well be a late signing post draft, or any guy of close to that nature. So that's my only thing. But
okay, I forgot we didn't really take a corner up until this point, and Damani Jackson is really the only guy that I kind of trust to maybe step into that third role. Talented press man cover corner, which is great for this defense. I saw him play a few games at Alabama, but there's just not guys here. This is the last trustworthy guy, in my opinion. Linebacker is still a position of need.
From Bama, not that Bama is the same Bama we've grown up watching, but they're still very, very.
Oh, it's trustworthy.
Legit, I was gonna say they're still a top.
Let's go Jackson here.
Program.
A corner.
Cool.
I get your argument with tight end, and it's valid, but
I know, but corners,
still the corner, yeah.
need still.
And now,
And if
do
anything, that's
we
probably more
trade up?
impactful than a third tight end anyway. So
Do we trade up to like 160 here with like 196 and 244? We could try.
for what? What around what
Trade
number?
up like 160. Is that 137? Go to like 160 with 196, 244.
Yeah, but are we going to be able to do that? Are you giving up a future asset?
No, we'll see. Let's go to the Packers. And no, I don't care about trading in division now. It's the 7th round.
Yeah, I was going to say. That doesn't really matter.
160, 196, and 244. Ooh, yeah, they don't want it. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just
let it
don't
roll.
think we've got the.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was going to say, because it's 2 late 7ths and then just.
Yeah.
The
That's
other one.
unlikely.
Which is why we tried trading with the Packers to finesse them.
Yeah, exactly. We had to. We had to be the jerks.
We will trade you 3 7s for an early third.
I am so shocked that Pat.
Wait, what the heck?
What?
Here, pause it real quick. Go up like 10 picks. Why is that the Demings? Is that just University of San? The Charles Demings Eagles pick? Is that just University of San Fran? Like, why is
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
You don't get a logo.
Oh, Stephen F.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Keep going.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
saw some like weird logo thing.
Oh man, we could have waited and got Trey Moore. Nick Barrett is probably it's either Bryson Easton or Nick Barrett. Get someone for the interior D line. That's probably where we're gonna go here. The Vikings did meet with Tanner Kozoil from Houston, which he's a big pass catcher. It says right here he's 6'7", so the 6'6" number is wrong. But he was this is what I thought. 94, 839 yards and 8 touchdowns. He was one of the most productive tight ends in college football last year.
I think, maybe just go tight end just because obviously
it could be the same Gavin pick.
Yeah, interior D-line. Yeah, no kidding. Interior D-line is kind of a question mark, but at least you have some intriguing options of a mix of just kind of young guys. You guys that you've kind of been developing already in the system. So I'd maybe go tight end just because,
this is an interesting.
Lou had the back injury.
Yeah.
Didn't play last year. He's a late pick as is, so even if he is healthy, no guarantee he's going to be a.
I mean, okay. Well, Mel Kiper ranks Kozel the 5th among tight ends. Mel Kiper's not trustworthy.
Mel Kiper.
No, people do not trust Mel Kiper, but this is a good pick late in the draft. He had a great year.
I'll lean tight end here. So
yeah,
I'm cool with that. And then if anything, if there's an intriguing D lineman.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably just pick a random interior D line guy.
Now, do we want to trade these final 2 7s for the Packers next 2 first?
They would accept that. Yeah.
All right. What are we looking at here?
All right.
Did we go lineman at all?
No. Well, we did. We picked the center, Jake Slaughter. We got. Yeah, I'll filter by offensive tackle, D line, whatever we want to.
Evan Eastern could keep him home.
A second, we didn't go linebacker. Well, there's just not Eric Gentry. Actually, he's not bad.
Oh, there goes our fullback, Kynan, right?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at Eric Gentry's 6'7" as a linebacker. He's a beast.
What?
He is a beast. High upside outside linebacker for USC who possesses rare strength and athleticism.
He's not an edge guy? I guess even edges typically aren't that.
But, like, he's 6'7", but he's 220. He weighs less than our running back, Mike Washington.
Yeah, so he's probably pretty skinny then.
He's a skinny dude. Really fast, make him the lightest prospects at the position.
I was gonna say though, like the height is an outlier, but how many safeties have we seen in the last handful of years of safeties that kind of turn into a inside the box linebacker?
Yep.
It's not the end of the world.
Scooby Willie. Forgot about this guy.
That's a name. That's a cool name.
Now he obviously he started at Texas A&M, had a good year. 18 games, 13 starts, 2 interceptions, 6 pass defense. Not bad. forced fumble. I'd actually be good getting a linebacker for a little bit.
I mean,
of
it's
depth.
at that
They don't.
point too.
They don't
right?
have Kobe King. Like I
I
think
would just do it.
again the Colts the same
Yeah,
trade
let's
as
do
the
it.
day. The Colts want to
You
trade
know
up.
what? Screw it. We're gonna trade the Colts.
Nope, I'm drafting
Our
Scooby.
2 7s for
Scooby.
their 1 7.
Scooby.
Why take one when you can
You're a
have both?
Viking. Diego Pavia to the Patriots. Ugh. No. Ugh.
So
All right, I'm gonna
disgusting.
filter by D line and offensive tackle. I'll let you decide here. Cameron Ball, big run stopper. That could be the.
Can
pick.
we like fill out some random name?
Let's go to the bottom of the list. We're gonna go Tosh Baker.
You know it.
All right. I think either Cameron Ball or I guess there's not really any other.
Do we bring Eastern home? Just
I
for
don't
giggles?
like him as much as Cameron Ball.
Yeah, I don't like him either. He's a gopher. How could we ever like him?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I mean honestly I don't know any of these guys, so I'll just
Well, let's go Ball.
stick to
Great,
you.
good run stopper. No pass rushing really, but good run stopper. So
Cool.
need
Yeah.
that. Vikings lack that. All right. This is probably going to be one of our worst rated drafts because I saw some of the
Denver back to back to end it. Jalen Daniels, third to final pick, quarterback.
and this is our only Power 4 draft. A B. Okay, a B. But we didn't get one
about
in this pick. That's kind of shocking to me, to be honest.
Hey, Vikings get an A draft pick selection? Never.
True.
Don't get your hopes up.
All right. Yeah, there it is. That's another edition of Twin City Sports Talk mock drafts. More to come. Yeah, we're like 1 or 2 days away from April now. The draft, 20 days away. Vikings can go many different ways here. Got the assets. Rob Brzezinski getting your bag.
Or just acquire all the picks for next year and we don't make a selection this year and we'll just go in the next draft with like 18.
Yep, and then at the trade deadline, dump off Grenard for another 3 picks or 2 picks.
Yeah.
All right. There we go, people. Twins, pretty decent start to the year. I'm not getting my hopes up, people. There's still 160 games left.
They are on pace for 81 and 81.
They are. Bailey over. Let's have a good start today. Wolves and Wild.
Are you joining him out there? I'll pitch odd pitches, you pitch even. Let's have a good start out there.
I could pitch as fast as him now.
Now taking the mound, Bruce Kramer?
On the roster.
He doesn't even have a number on his back.
I'll wear my Pablo jersey. Pablo Lope. Bruce.
Wait, what is going on out there? The jerseys aren't even the same.
Pablo shrunk a little bit. What happened to him?
And he's got hair.
All right, people. Again, congrats yesterday to Van Villa Ran for winning our Twins ticket for the opening day game against the Tampa Bay Rays. She has texted. Tickets have been sent over. It sounds like she's bringing a friend. So have a lot of fun there. Maybe we can chat it up or at least.
Yeah, we'll be in that area. What, 3 sections
It'll be
over?
two sections
exactly.
over. Yeah, 2 sections over for us. Either way, people.
We'll just be standing on our chair. TCST over here.
TCST. Van Villa.
Where are you at?
Oh, boy.
Do you see us over here? We're going to yell it, sit down.
No, all right. Everyone, keep following the YouTube up. Subscribers reaching 5,000, almost there. Got a few hundred to go. And go follow the Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify. That's all I'm tasking you to do. So you guys go do that. And for us, we will see you tomorrow.